Hey guys, this is the walkthrough help video for the Analyzing a Histogram assignment. There are 10 questions in this assignment, so I'll go through each one, and this is the histogram that we're looking at. So before we start looking at the questions, let's just kind of get the lay of the land with this histogram and see what's going on. This histogram is about ages of a group of celebrities. So you got a group of these famous people and what their ages are. The bottom is going to be their age. So I'm going to go ahead and label this as ages because this histogram's not labeled for some reason. So that means somewhere between 10 and 19 years old, 20 to 29. So basically your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Those are the ages. And this left side, the y-axis, is going to be the number of celebrities. So I'm just going to say number of people. Okay, and be careful while you're reading this histogram. These boxes don't represent 1. Okay, so 1 is really like 2 rows up. So you need to look to see on this y-axis how many people each one of these bars, these bins, represent. And I'm actually going to go ahead and figure that out before I start answering my questions, because it'll make answering my questions a lot more easy if I'm able to go ahead and label these bars. Okay, I'll be able to answer it a lot more easily. So between 0 and 19 years old, there's 0 celebrities. There's nobody this age. Celebrities in their 20s, you can see if you go all the way across, there's 4. So there's 4 people that are in their 20s. 30s, 30 to 39, looks like there are 7. Okay, 40s, go across, it looks like there's 6, which means there's also 6 in the 50s, and then not 2, okay, because if you go across, you hit the 1. So 1 person is over here. Another thing that makes answering histogram questions easier is if you go ahead and figure out the total number of people being surveyed, or the total number of data points in this histogram. So the total is going to be if I add them all up, right? So there's 0 people here, 4 people there, then 7, then 6, then 6, then 1. So if you add them all up, you get, let's see, 10, 24. So there's 24 people total survey in this histogram, or there's 24 total data points in this histogram. Okay, so that is helpful too, especially when you're calculating your percentage. Okay, now let's dive into these questions. Number 1, how many celebrities in the data set were at least 40 years old? A lot of people go and find 40 right away, and they're like, oh, there's 40 right there, and I know this is about their age, so it must be 6. Okay, but the question says at least 40 years old. That means you could be 40 or anything above that. So we're really looking at this entire bar and this entire bar, the 50s and the 60s, because these are the people who are older than 40. So you have to add the 6 people in their 40s, the 6 people in their 50s, and this 1 person in their 60s. So there's a total of 6 plus 6 plus 1, that's 13 people who are at least 40. All right. How many celebrities in the data set were between 10 and 29? Between 10 and 29. So let's find those bins, those bars between 10, so 10's right here, and all the way up to 29. Okay, so that's these 2 first bins. There's nobody in the teens, but there are 4 people in the 20s. So there's 4 people between 10 and 29. I forgot to mention that if you're watching this video and I'm going really fast, the good thing about videos is you can always pause and rewind, watch it again, right? How many celebrities were younger than 50 years old? Younger. So this time, a lot of people, again, kind of just go looking for that number. They see the 50 and they think the answer is 6, but we got to think about what it says. Younger than 50. If you're younger than 50, we're talking any age below 50. Not even including 50. So that's going to be these first 4 bins. So let's add them up. Everyone younger than 50 will be the people in their teens, 20s, 30s, and 40s. Okay, so if you add them up, 0 plus 4 plus 7 plus 6, you get 17. What is the most common age range of celebrities in this data set? Okay, so these green numbers that I labeled here are how many people are that age. So the most common age will be the 30s. Most of these celebrities, well, actually not most, but 7 of them, the most common age is 30s. Or it says, let's see, the age range. So you're going to put 30 to 39, 30-39 with no spaces. How many more celebrities in the data set are in their 30s than their 20s? Okay, so if we're looking at 30s, we have 7 in their 30s. How many more is that than the people in their 20s? Well, we have 4 people in their 20s. So how many more do you have? To get from 4 to 7, how many more is that? There's 3 more people in their 30s than their 20s. Which 2 age ranges have the same amount of celebrities? Okay, the age ranges, that word age ranges, that's talking about these bars, these bins. Which one of these bins are the same, have the same amount? Well, the bars that are the same size, right? There's 6 people who are in their 40s. There's also 6 people in their 50s. How many total celebrities does this histogram represent? We already calculated that. We already added up each one of these bins. There are 24 total celebrities represented in this histogram. What percentage? Oh, I skipped number 7. I'm so sorry. Okay, number 7. What percent of celebrities are between 30 and 39? Okay, so we're looking at the 30s bar. 30s bin right here. What percentage? Sorry, I skipped that one. I went straight from 6 to number 8. So going back to 7. What percentage? Percent, the formula for a percentage is going to be your part out of your whole times 100, because percentage is always out of 100. So your part is going to be the part that you're interested in. We're interested in the celebrities between 30 and 39. Right? That's what our question says. What percent of celebrities are between 30 and 39? Well, that's going to be the 7. Okay, so this is going to be 7 up here. The whole is the total number of people that we surveyed, which we already calculated is 24. So you're just going to plug this into Desmos. What is 7 divided by 24? Times 100. And that'll give you your answer. This form is looking for a whole number, so you don't have to write the percent sign or anything, just the whole number, no decimals. Let me erase that dot. Okay, what percent of celebrities are between 50 and 59? So in their 50s. We're pretty much going to use the same formula here, but instead of 7, we are going to use, let's see, people in their 50s right here. We're going to use 6. Okay, so 6 goes right here. 6 out of 24 times 100. I'm just going to make that an equal sign. Okay, so that one was number 9. Number 10. Can you tell exactly how old the celebrities are in this list? Can you tell exactly how old? Let's look at this, the 20s, for example. I know that there are 4 people in their 20s, but do I know exactly how old? Are those 4 people 20? Are they 25? Maybe all 4 of them are 28. Maybe one of them is 21 and 3 of them are 27, right? There's no way to know exactly how old those 4 celebrities are. I don't know exact data points. This is not like a line plot that has the little X's, right? This is a range. Those 4 people are somewhere between 20 and 29. It could be any age between that range. So no, we cannot tell how old the celebrities in this list are. In fact, we can't tell exact data points in any histogram. All right, I know that was quick, but watch the video, pause the video, watch it again, or ask me any questions if I went too quickly through something and you still have some questions. Just shoot me a message or ask me in class. All right, hope that helps. Bye.